A few days ago, Taehyung revived the virtual world with just one photo. He stood in front of a large window, dressed in a pastel suit, in the soft evening light. No captions, no emojis, no words. Just shut up. But for ARMY, Taehyung's silence isn't silence, it's code. Because behind the reflection of the window, a silhouette faintly appears. He was tall, wearing a black hoodie, and some fans swore it was RM. It didn't take long for the comments to explode. Is this a signal for BTS comeback? He's standing near HYBE building again, why? The reflection looks like RM. Please don't play with our hearts, Taehyung. KimTaehyung, or better known to the world as VBTS. Her little smile, the gentle gaze that looked at the audience, seemed to be the last message before the temporary silent world of BTS's seven-voice harmony. No one knew then that this silence would be the backdrop to something far more mysterious, an Instagram post that has now left the K-pop world torn between hope and speculation. It is not the first time that V has lit the fire of rumors through something seemingly simple. But this time, the upload time feels too specific to call it a coincidence. It's exactly 11:11 p.m. Korean time. For fans, the number is not just a time, but a symbol of hope that will come true. Make a wish, it will come true, they say. And if Taehyung chose that time on purpose, would his wish be the return of BTS? However, behind the cacophony of ARMY interpretations, other, much more complicated rumors arose. Some Korean media reported friction between HYBE and one of the members over individual activities. The name that appears in the report, KimTaehyung. Since establishing an exclusive partnership with luxury brand Celine, Taehyung has become increasingly independent, often traveling to Paris without the direct assistance of HYBE staff. He lives among the worlds of fashion, photography, and music, forming a new image, an elegant and secretive free artist. In the midst of the issue, a new theory emerged. Some fans believe that the upload is not just an artistic message, but a symbolic signal. That V, the Celine icon who now walks the Parisian fashion world, is preparing something far from the hype spotlight. Some say he is designing an independent music project. Others believe that HYBE is actually closing the BTS comeback plan, which has actually started running since a few months ago. Paris itself now feels like a mirror for Taehyung's journey. The city reflects a more subtle, introspective side of itself. In an interview with the French media, he once said, "Music is my home, but I like to walk long distances to find a new window to the house." The remark is now viral again, quoted on forums, analyzed by fans hungry for a sign. Many believe the new window he is referring to is not just an exploration of art, but a path to a more mature BTS reunion. A reunion that will rock the world like the first time they debuted. When the upload went viral, social media turned into a global arena of investigation. Hashtags like #TaehyungComeback, #BTSSignal, and #THVUpdate shot onto the world's trending list. Every photo, shadow, and even the direction of light on his face was dissected like a puzzle piece. One big fanbase even noted that the timing of the post coincided with a certain phase of the moon that is often associated with a new beginning in ancient Korean symbolism. It was as if Taehyung was writing a hidden message between the lines of light and shadow. But the rumors do not stop in the virtual world. Shortly after the upload, the cameras of the journalists captured her figure at Incheon Airport. He wears a long black coat, a thick mask, and a hat that partially covers his face. His pace was fast, his eyes fixed forward. But what surprised the media was one small detail. The staff behind him appeared to be carrying musical instrument cases. From here, speculation jumped even higher. Was V heading for a secret recording spot? Is the project related to BTS? Some sources in the music industry even leaked that before enlisting in the army, Taehyung had recorded a number of songs in the same studio as BTS's Proof and Butter projects. This detail certainly adds mystery, especially if you remember, so far HYBE has very rarely commented on the activities of individual members while drafted. Everything was so quiet. And in the world of BTS, silence is usually a harbinger of a big storm being prepared. HYBE herself some time ago gave a vague statement through an interview with the media. Their CEO said, "We are preparing something that will remind the world why BTS is changing the face of global music." The word "remind" became the subject of debate in the ARMY forum. Does this mean they will return? or maybe release a new documentary piece that uncovers their journey. Interestingly, this pattern of silence is very typical of BTS. They always show up after a period of long silence with a big surprise, like Butter, Proof, or Yet to Come. Because of this, many believe that Taehyung's Instagram post is just the beginning of the era of reunion, a new chapter in which BTS will reunite in a more mature, more artistic, and perhaps more personal form than ever before. In a world that continues to interpret his every move, Taehyung remains a beautiful enigma. He could appear relaxed at the Celine show in Paris, then be silent at Incheon airport without a word, but still create a wave of speculation around the world. In a way, he seemed free, an artist who discovered his own world. But on the other hand, his steps are always interspersed with BTS's shadow, as if an invisible rope always connects him to 6 other names who are waiting for their time to return. His solo song, Love Me Again, is now back playing all over the world. Her yearning lyric, Please don't leave me, I just want to be with you again, feels increasingly relevant. Many fans interpreted that it was not just a love song, but a symbolic message for BTS and ARMY. A hidden promise that despite the distance and time separating, they will be together again. Now, all eyes are on one thing. Is Taehyung's mysterious post just an artistic expression of a man enjoying his freedom, or is it a secret code that marks the beginning of BTS's return to the world stage? Paris may be a beautiful setting of light, while Incheon is a gateway between reality and secrets, but only time will tell if this is all a coincidence, or part of a grand plan that has been perfectly conceived. For sure, one photo has shaken the world. One silent upload that got millions of people talking. And one name, again echoing from behind the scenes. V, the visual of BTS. The man who can turn silence into boisterous and mystery into hope. There may be no official announcement yet, no stage, no new music yet. But when Taehyung raised his camera and let the world look at him again, the world knew something was happening. And this time, the ARMY's heartbeats are beating faster in unison, because Taehyung's silence is not the end of the story, but perhaps a sign that BTS's story will soon begin anew. So what do you think? ARMY? Is Taehyung's latest Instagram just a free expression of the artist, or a hidden code that BTS is really going to make a comeback? Write your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget, hit subscribe because this mystery is just beginning.